Hi NEET aspirants, listen carefully. Most of the students are doing big mistake. They are thinking that some topics, most weightage topics, see, motion in a plane, system of particles, center of mass, collisions, and rotatory motion. They are neglecting these chapters. But from these chapters, we can expect at least 20 to 25 marks. Now, I'm going to discuss these chapters, formulas. This is a quick revision, formulas, shortcuts and concepts. In this video, I am going to discuss about motion in a plane. See here, many students, they don't know even this is a part of motion in a plane. Even some lecturers also miss this topic. See, we consider that motion in a plane is nothing but projectile motion, oblique projectile, horizontal projectile. But before that one, see, equations of motion, v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square. These are the equations of motion we can use for constant acceleration in 1D. Same problems, same formulas we can use in 2D also along x direction and y direction. Now in this video, we are going to discuss that problems. How can we use the motion of equations of motion in two different directions and also equation of trajectory. See here, for two-dimensional motion in a plane along x-axis, see along x-axis v is equal to u plus at means vx is equal to ux plus ax into t, like that. X is equal to x naught ux into t 1 by 2 x ax t square. This is s is equal to ut plus half at t square. V square minus u square is equal to s, like that. These equations we can use in along x direction and y directions. See, how can we apply these equations in the problems? See, this is a problem. The x and y coordinates of the particle at any time, x is equal to 5t minus 2t square, y is equal to 10t, where x and y are in meters and t seconds. The acceleration of the particle after 2 seconds. So here, acceleration of the particle at 2 seconds means, see here, acceleration a bar is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap. This is the acceleration in vector form. But here only displacement is given. When you differentiate first time, we can get velocity. Again differentiation, velocity, acceleration. See here, Vx is equal to dx by dt. If you differentiate this one, 5 minus 4t. Again differentiation, acceleration, that is dvx by dt, 0 minus 4t, that is minus 4t. Like that. Vy is equal to dy by dt. Here y is equal to 10t, therefore this becomes 10. And ay is equal to dv by dt. Here is 10 is constant, 0. Therefore, a bar is equal to, what is ax? Minus, here minus 4, not 4t. When you differentiate this one, this becomes minus 4. Therefore, minus 4 I cap. This is the acceleration. See, like that. Here, a body of mass 3 kg moving in xy plane under the action of force is given. Assuming that the body is at rest at a time t is equal to 0. The velocity of the body after t is equal to 3 seconds. See, velocity of the body v bar is equal to vx I cap plus vy j cap. This we have to find out. But here force is given, F bar is equal to 6t I cap plus 4t j cap. Means x component of force is 60, y component of force is 40. Therefore, acceleration in x direction, fx by m, that is 6t by m, that is 6t by what is mass? M. Therefore, this is 60. Like that. Ay is equal to fy by m. Fy is 40, mass is 3, that is 40 by 3. This is the acceleration. See, velocity in x direction, Vx is equal to ux plus ax into t But at t is equal to 0, the velocity of the body, assume the body is at rest at time t is equal to 0, means initial velocity is 0, ux 0, uy 0. This is 0. What is ax? 6t into t, that is 6t square. Therefore 6 into what is the time given after 3 seconds, therefore 3 square. Sorry, here 3, this becomes 2t, sorry, 2t. Therefore here Vx is equal to ux 0, ax is 2t into t, this becomes 2t square. Therefore 2 into t is given as 3, 3 square, 9 2s are 18. Like that Vy is equal to uy plus ay into t, uy also 0, ay is 4t by 3 into t, that is 4 by 3 t square. Therefore 4 by 3 t is 3, 9, 3 times, therefore Vy is equal to 12. Therefore finally V bar is equal to, what is Vx? 18, 18 I cap, Vy is 12, therefore 12 j cap. This is the velocity. See, another problem, here force is given, F bar is equal to 2.6 I cap plus 1.6 j cap. Mass of the body is 2 kg. If the velocity of the body at time t is equal to 0, means its initial velocity given, u bar is equal to 3.6 I cap minus 4.8 j cap. The time at which the body will just have velocity along x direction. Means here, if the body having velocity only along x direction, means its component and y direction is 0. Means Vy is equal to uy plus ay into t. This is equal to 0. Here uy means minus 4.8. Ay you have to find out. Therefore, Fy is equal to 1.6. Ay is equal to Fy by m. That is 1.6. Mass is given as 2. Therefore, this is 0.8. Therefore, here Vy is equal to Uy is minus 4.8 minus 4.8. Ay is 0.8 and into t. Therefore, this becomes 4.8 is equal to 0.8 into t. T is equal to 4.8 by 0.8. This becomes 6 seconds. Therefore, after 6 seconds, the body will have only x component of velocity. There is no y component. See, this is very, very important. Here, initial velocity is given. Initial velocity u bar is given as 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. But acceleration is given as 40 I cap plus 6 j cap. So here acceleration depends on time. It is a variable acceleration. See, for variable acceleration, there is no need to use equations of motion. V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Therefore, here we have to find out final velocity after 2 seconds, means v bar is equal to Vx I cap plus Vy j cap. Therefore, when acceleration is variable, velocity v is equal to integral ax. Therefore, this becomes Vx is equal to integral ax into dt times 0 to t. That is integral 0 to t. What is ax? 4t into dt. This becomes 4 into t square by 2, a constant c. This becomes 2t square plus c. But at t is equal to 0, initial velocity is given as 2. Therefore, at t is equal to 0, along x direction, ux is equal to 2. Therefore, here this vx is equal to ux, that is equal to 2. Therefore, 2t square means times 0. Therefore, 2 into 0 plus c, Therefore, c is equal to 2. Then Vx is equal to 2t square plus c, that is equal to 2t square plus 2, but time is given as 2 seconds. Therefore, 2 into 2 square plus 2, 2 square means 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 plus 2 10, 10 meter per second. Like that, Vy is equal to integral 0 to t ay dt. So 0 to t, what is ay? Here is given as 6, 6 dt. This becomes 6t plus c. Here also at t is equal to 0, Vy or Uy is given as 3. Therefore, 3 is equal to 6 into 0 plus c. Therefore, c is equal to 3. Now, Vy is equal to 60 plus c. 6 into time 2 second, 3. Therefore, 6 into 12, 12 plus 3, 15 meter per second. Therefore, finally, V bar is equal to Vx I cap, Vy j cap. Vx is given as 10. Therefore, 10 I cap plus 15 j cap. This is the velocity when acceleration is variable. This is one type of problems. See, in this motion in a plane part 1, another one, equation of trajectory. See here, equation of trajectory. This is model 1. Here two problems. One is y is equal to t square, x is equal to t square, x is equal to cos t, x is equal to sin t. See, first one, whenever the equations are given like this, we have to derive the relation between y and x that does not depend on time. Means from these two equations, we have to eliminate t square. How can we eliminate? We can divide these two equations. Y by x is equal to 2t square by t square. So t square cancel. Therefore, y is equal to 2x. This is equation of trajectory. Therefore, it is in the form of y is equal to mx. Therefore, it is the straight line. Therefore, here trajectory equation is y is equal to 2x, and this equation is straight line. Like that, second one also. See here, y is equal to cos t and sin t. So if you divide these two, cos t by sin t, cot t, or sin t by cos t, tan t, again there is a t. How can we eliminate these t? Means we can squaring and add the both side. This becomes y square plus x square is equal to cos square t plus sin square t. Therefore, y square plus x square, cos square t plus sin square t is 1. Therefore, this becomes x square plus y square is equal to 1. This is the equation of trajectory. This is the equation for circle. Circle of radius 1 meter. This is model 1 in equation of trajectory. Another model, see this is model 2. When velocities are given, how can we find the relation between y and x? See here v bar is equal to y plus 1 I cap x square j cap. Means here Vx is given as y plus 1 and Vy is given as x square. Here Vx means dx by dt, that is y plus 1. Here Vy means dy by dt, this is x square. Equation 1, equation 2. Now divide 2 by 1. This becomes dy by dt by dx by dt, that is x square by y plus 1. So here dy by dx, that is equal to x square by y plus 1. Now cross multiply this one, y plus 1 into dy, that is equal to x square dx. Take integration on both sides. This becomes y square by 2 plus y, that is x cube by 3. Now this is the equation in terms of y and x. It is the equation of trajectory. See here, this is the question given in NEET exam. Here also v is equal to ky I cap plus kx j cap. Here also vx is given as ky and vy is given as kx. What is vx? Dx by dt. that is equal to ky. And what is vy? Dy by dt that is equal to kx. Equation 2, equation 1. By dividing these two, 2 by 1, 2 by 1, this becomes dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to x by y. See, by cross multiplying, this y dy is equal to x dx. Take integration on both sides. This becomes y square by 2 plus constant, x square by 2 plus constant. Finally, we can write down y square is equal to x square plus constant. Therefore, this is the equation of trajectory. See, y square is equal to x square plus constant. See, this is part 1 from motion in a plane. I think most of the students, they don't know this is a part of motion in a plane. This is also very important one. In next video, we are going to discuss projectile motion, that is oblique projectile and horizontal projectile. This is quick revision for NEET. And after that, the collisions, center of mass and rotatory motion. See, from these chapters, we can expect a formula based question at least 15 to 20 marks. Then everyone can get 15 to 20 marks by watching my videos. In 2 or 3 days, I will upload all these videos from these chapters. Thank you.